Hello everybody, Clive at 5 here bringing you the StarCraft 2 commentary. It's been a while, but I am back. We are now watching a matchup between PeleusSPR, who I have no idea who that is, but he is a blue Zerg and he is in the 7 o'clock location. It's an 8 o'clock location. I'll give you that one, I guess. He is going up against Noumena, the red Protoss here in the 2 o'clock location. Noumena, he has a guide on Team Liquid for a Warp Prism build in his PvZ. Well, he has the build for other matchups as well, but I think he sort of gained his notoriety for his PvZ Warp Prism play. So I'm hoping that we'll see some of that here in this matchup. I also had the great pleasure of being able to interview him ahead of his showing at the MLG Spring Championship next weekend. He's playing in the open bracket, so if you aren't planning on watching that, cancel your plans and watch that. We are seeing a forward pylon indicative of a Forge Fast Expand, and, well, by the way, the map is Antiga Shipyard, so I would not be at all surprised to see Zerg player here go for a fast hatch, maybe a double FE. Not too uncommon, and, well, one of the things that Noumena and I spoke about was sort of the, well, the tendency, I guess, that Zerg players have nowadays to go such fast expansions, and that's simply, you know, based on the fact that they have a much more robust defense system early game than any other race. Well, maybe not any other race, but certainly a more robust defense mechanism than Protoss, that's for sure. Protoss early game, you get, you know, zealots, maybe cannons. So cannon going down here. Here's the hatch. And it does get scouted right away by Noom. He's going to try to be sneaky here, but I think might be... no, actually, the pylon is going to show up here, so it will be only a matter of time before Peleus respawns, I assume. I'm thinking... Yeah, there he goes, bringing out some drones there. They may not make it in time, actually. He might have the time to plant down a cannon. There goes the cannon. Sorry for the freeze there. My computer, I tell ya. Oh, and it looks like Noom's actually going to cancel that, which is probably a good idea. Those drones, cannons are just not very sturdy, and the drones can pretty much spit through them. He didn't really have a good section off either. Oh, I might get another small freeze for my computer because I smartly plugged in my iPhone. Now it's going to be like, oh, Finder wants your attention. Not Finder. Let's see, I'm a half Mac, half... oh, speaking of Noom, there he is. I should probably turn off my Skype updates when I'm doing casts. I hate you, Windows. See, I'm a half Mac, half Windows guy. I've been running Hackintoshes for a few years because Apple just refuses to give me the hardware setup that I'd like in a computer. So the first few Zerglings are out now for Peleus. Peleus? That sounds right, Peleus. I'm going to go with that. And it looks like they're going to either just maybe camp out here at the Zelnaga. They might try to test the front a little bit to see what Noom's got going on. I'm assuming that Peleus has scouted the front door here. OMFing this is ridiculous. There we go. I'm gonna blame Windows on that one. So let's see, what has he scouted? Yeah, he scouted that the Forge Fast Expand is up. He can pretty much guarantee that the front door is gonna be off limits. A couple gateways going down. First gas underway here for Noom. No gas yet for Peleus, but he is going for that third hatch right away. So, just like I said, this map just lends so well to early economy. This third expansion here, super easy to defend early game. There's the destructible degree, which makes it a little bit more vulnerable late game, but it's usually a lot later game. Actually, you know, this pylon may go down. It's really close, but no, Probe able to distract the Zerglings for a little while the Zealot comes out and able to slice apart those Zerglings. Wow. That distractionary Probe probably saved the day right there. And level 1 weapons also going down for the Protoss. That is a very common research. In case you're sort of a beginner Protoss player, that's a very common research for Protoss. Is because it cuts down on an attack cycle of Zealots versus Zerglings. So very valuable to get that one. So get that one if you're a Protoss player going up against a Zerg. Warp Get research, of course, going down. Not too much happening over here, and that's the only thing about going, well, double FE, is that it's so late until you actually get your tech up and running. It looks like we're seeing some speed research going on here, but no other gas looks like yet from Peleus, and that's going to put him possibly behind and at risk here for what looks like it might be some sort of aggression. 6 Zealots out on the field. Looks like only 5 of them are going to start moving in, and we are in fact seeing a robotics facility coming down and a, well, sentry out there. It looks like the Zealots are going to get a nice little concave against these Zerglings. There weren't really enough Zerglings to get us around anyway, so looks like, one of these Zealots got a face check on the creep coming down the ramp here, and it looks like they're going to charge up the ramp and start walloping away on the hatchery. But no, pinning that queen to the side of the ramp. That is a devastating loss for a Zerg player so early in the game. Looks like more Zerglings. Wow, they shouldn't be running in because there are way too many Zealots for them. And the Zealots backed up here against this hatchery. There's just not enough surface area. It looks like the Zealots might actually get this hatchery. Oh, a Roach coming out, and for some reason the Zealots are chasing the Roach. They should not be chasing the Roach. They should finish the job. It looks like, anyway, that there's a Warp Prism coming out now. Holy crap! And Zealots, they really should have been focusing on this hatchery because it might still go down. No! Clutch transfuse there at the end from that queen. Wow, just barely saving that. It was down to like 12 health or something ridiculous like that. So wow, great save by Peleus, but now there's a Warp Prism coming in and all his troops are out in the front. The Warp Prism with the sentry lays down a force field at the front door, and there's nothing here to stop these Zealots from smashing away at the hatchery once again, and there's at least one more force field there. Almost losing the sentry. But it looks like these Zealots are going to get the hatchery quite easily. And loading up. Okay, they're going to just load up and head home. And now the Roaches, they don't care anymore. Problem's over, even though there are still 3 Zealots smashing away against the Roach Warren. And now the Zealots moving over here and finishing off the hatchery in the 3rd too. So wow, huge economic devastation here. And now the Roach Warren almost done as well, taken out. Okay, I was going to say level 1 weapons again. No, that's level 2 weapons. And it looks like the Zealot's able to snipe that Roach Warren. This is ridiculous. Wow, don't really know what to say there. So Peleus planting down that hatchery once again. Going to plant down a hatchery here. He has so many minerals. He just has not been able to produce. He's been late to be able to get that gas production going. And of course, with the Roach Warren down, there's no hive. Roach Warren and spawning pool going back. He lost the spawning pool too? No. He still got the spawning pool. Just nervous about it? I'm not sure. Oh, and we have a Dark Shrine coming down too. And without, let's see, doesn't he need Hive in order to make the Overseers? Lair, not Hive. I knew that, but Lair, yes. So now Roach Warren up. Peleus going to be able to expend a few more of those resources. And, you know, Peleus doesn't have a terrible army, to be honest. I mean, I guess it pales in comparison to what Noom has now. And plus with the DTs coming out soon, in about another minute here, or I guess 30 seconds, things not looking too great. Let's just put it that way for Peleus here. So, I mean, I don't even know what his strategy could be at this time. A few more Zealots warping in, and all this stuff here. Third hatch back up and running now, so Peleus might be able to start. I don't know. He really with the number of minerals he has in the bank, that shouldn't be his primary concern. So my one concern here is that Peleus, well, I guess Noom has only 2 of those things. Immortals. Oh, and here are the DTs. Yes. Nothing at all here to spot the DTs. And that's a WP from Peleus, leaving Noumena the victor in this game. So as you can see, Warp Prisms can be quite devastating. Wow, almost had that third hatch down again. So yes, definitely watch MLG Spring Championship this weekend. And be sure to root for Noumena, who's playing in the open bracket once again. Thanks for watching, everyone. Another replay coming up. I'm going to do a couple casts tonight. It's been a while, so I want to get a few more out. And I also want to explore the perpetual testing initiative from the fine folks behind Portal. So that's coming out soon as well. So check that out. Stay tuned, everyone. Thanks.